I just wanted to talk about something. I guess just a little reminder of where we're at least from my understanding of things. Um, so if Satan is the Great Deceiver, right? Like it says that he deceives everyone on earth, right? And it says there'll be 1,000-year reign of Jesus Christ, and then after that there'll be a season which Satan is loosed once more to deceive the world again before the final day of judgment, right? So when you think about it, it's like, well, he was loose when Jesus was alive on earth, right? He was tempting him. He brought him to the top of the mountains. He got in his friends, right? Tried to manipulate his mind that way. Anyway, so then Christ died and resurrected, and he went back up where he came from, right? So my understanding of things, right? Like I said, I'm just a man. I'm no different from any of you or anyone in a government building or a news channel. I'm just a human being with my own thoughts, okay? So just take what I say with a grain of salt. So I'm thinking that Jesus Christ came back in year 777, right? And that 1,000-year reign was actually 999 years. They just rounded it up because it's easier. um, and that brings you to 1776, right? The dawning of America. Now, everyone around the world that isn't American calls America the Great Satan. Now, why do you think that is? You know, when you understand things like from different religions, then you start to build a bigger picture, right? I'm not saying that any religion's wrong. No, they're all right. They're all right in their own way. They might not be right in how to get to heaven or how to escape this or whatever, but they are right in the historical facts of people and what they said and believed in and everything. I totally 100% believe that. I believe the Quran. I believe the Bible. I just don't think that they're supposed to be religions. It's just history. Anyway, so now you have Catholicism that has all these paintings of Jesus, which Jesus himself said, do not do that. Right? Now, there's a reason why he said, don't do that. It's because human beings are very stupid. Okay? Like, think about it. You know, you're raised in whatever religion, and then all of a sudden you see your Messiah, right? In the sky, in the clouds, or even on the street. You see him, and because of the paintings, you recognize him. You see what I'm saying? That's why he said don't do that. Because he wasn't coming back in the end. He already came back and left. This is the end. This is the last season that he's loose to deceive us. You see? Think about how the world is. You think Satan's not here? You think he's not loosed? Everyone's waiting for this 1,000-year reign. It's already gone and went. The person that comes and says he's Jesus Christ will claim that this is the 1,000 years. And he's not the original Jesus. He is Dajjal in the Quran. He is the deceiver, the one sent by Satan. You see, in the Bible, they call him the in place of Christ or Antichrist. Not because he's going to be the opposite, but he's going to be exactly the same. Everything Satan does is a carbon copy of what God already did. You understand? Whatever is going to happen in the next few years, I'm sorry. This everyone speaks as though just believe and you'll be fine. But I've left my body many times in my life. Not by choice. I was pulled out of it by dark entities. They 100% exist. Satan 100% exists. I've seen him with my eyes. Not these eyes. These eyes. I left. I was in the sun, and he was there. He's unbelievably big. Like, big, huge, gigantic, enormous is not the word. He fit inside the entirety of the sun. I was floating before his face, and his teeth were like skyscrapers. Thousands. Right? Like, what I'm afraid of is there's no way of not going to hell for any of us alive right now, or have been alive in the last 250 years. That's my greatest fear, because I've seen him and I know what he can do, especially if you're stuck in a room with him that's on fire forever and you can't die. You know, I recently joined this Facebook group. I don't really like Facebook or anything like that, but whatever. Called Reptilians. You know, a lot of people think that what I saw was just a dragon, was a seraphim. I don't believe that at all. This thing was so big, so I can sense his intelligence. Like, he spoke telepathically without moving his mouth and said, "Hello, Stephen," as if he's been waiting for me for thousands of years. I know it was him. There's no other dragon that could be that big. It doesn't make any sense that he could be bigger than that. If anything was bigger than that, that's God, because that's ridiculous. So I guess I'm just making this video because I quit smoking marijuana 2 days ago. And I know that sounds stupid, but for me it's extremely difficult. It's been 48 hours now. And it's just, I can feel him inside of me. He's, either him or his agents. I can't tell. Either way, they like fucking drive me nuts. They constantly shove this shit on my head. I can't help but talk about it. That's why I have no friends.